we are here. There we go. We'll leave it on this for a second. Welcome to what I'm going to try to do a gaming stream. So I haven't done a gaming stream before. This is the first one I've ever done. So we'll see how that goes. If you're watching this afterward, thank you for watching. I have a few things that I'd like to chat about while we're doing that, but also I feel like Minecraft will be enough of entertainment along the way that it'll keep us occupied. So we'll find out. But anyway, let me go ahead and share this, and then we'll get going. So yeah, if I can figure out how to find my YouTube channel. There we go. All right, copy link, and go to Twitter. Not Twitter, it's Sneakin' X now. All right. Nope. If you have not already seen, I will go ahead and talk about it while I'm doing this. We did put out the Sayu video, and I mentioned in that we were about to hit 10,000 subscribers, and we have done that. I do have a little video planned that I've been meaning to make, and that will go up next week sometime talking about that, but I want to thank all of you for helping me get to that point, because it's pretty cool, not gonna lie. So yeah, but anyway, I'll talk more about that next week whenever I make that video. But it is pretty cool to be able to have that big of a following already. I know it's been like a year and a half, but you know, it's cool for me. And anyway. All right, we are good to go now. All right, welcome in to anyone that is watching. I have 3 viewers so far. If anyone can, if you are one of the few people in chat, if somebody could guarantee me that everything is sounding fine. It's a similar thing, but I really didn't, I just tried to use last week's setup, so let me know everything's sounding fine, everything like that, and then we can get going. We can try to go into Minecraft here. Now, I have not played Minecraft. There's a gnat. I have not played Minecraft in about, well, I've played like the PlayStation version of Minecraft, but you thought I was a girl. I don't think I'm a girl. It's pretty flat. I mean, that doesn't really determine anything, but no, not quite a girl. But anyway, I have not played Minecraft Minecraft on PC in a good like 10 years. So this will be an interesting experience here. So yeah, let's see how this goes. We'll see how this turns out here. But anyway, I think it'll be fun. I think it will be quite fun. Let's go ahead and try to get this all set up here. And I did not come up with a good way or a good location for chat. That's the problem. Here, I'll put it over here. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and, oops. All right. And let's see if this works. It works. All right. I turned off all the volume, so I gotta turn that back up a little bit. Is there more? I don't know if there's volume or not. Anyway, okay, yeah. So this is the world that I just made just to see if it would work, but that is just, I didn't do anything in it. I just wanted to make sure that everything would work. Okay, there's the music. We're going to call this world Miku. We're not going to allow commands, difficulty, normal, survival. I think that's fun. Create new world. So I don't really have a plan necessarily for this world. Also, if anything, if I should do any different settings to make it not as rough. Also, let me know how, because I only got a little bitty tiny screen up there showing me a preview. Let me know how this looks. Let me know if we're looking okay. I don't really like the bobbing. How do I change that? How do I change the bobbing? Congrats on reaching. Oh, thank you so much. Off. There we go. That. Yeah. All right. But yeah, I don't really have a plan for this. I'm thinking at max, because really what I'm waiting on right now is I'm waiting on getting a capture card, because I'd like to do like Switch games and stuff like that, which I've got the new Switch. But I'd like to do more Switch games. I think that'd be more fun. Not necessarily that this isn't fun. I just, you know, I think Switch games would be more fun doing. I really like to do a Pokemon run through, because I've never done, I've never played, Scarlet and Violet. Never played those. So I feel like those would be fun to do. So I want to, hold on one second. I want to do that at some point. Now, how like entertaining that will be compared to this, I don't know. And whenever I make the video next week, you will find in that I do have a new way of wanting to do things. I'm not going to do like 2 streams a week. Does my mic sound a little bit off? It may. Let me know if it does. Somebody might have to update me on that. Working on my first OEL, American Comic Style manga. It's about a toxic human stuck with in business and fights with a katana. He also has emo hair. Sweet. Good luck. Good luck. Wish you the best. You'll have to update us as you get further along on it. But I don't want to do like 2 streams a week. I had mentioned something on that on Twitter, and to me that's just way too much. I couldn't keep up with that. So at max, it'll be like what is this? What is this? Leaf litter. What the heck is leaf litter? I have never heard of leaf litter. It's a gag manga. Oh, cool. There's been a few, there's like leaves falling from the trees. That's neat. It's kind of like One Punch Man. There's a battle story, but it has gags. Oh, that's cool. There's been a few American manga that I have wanted to check out because they just seem interesting. And I just haven't got around to it yet, though. But I'm sure I will at some point. Also, I'm not losing food. E. Oh, I could not figure out for the life of me. Oh, my voice is duplicated. Oh, I can fix that. I can fix that. You're going to have to tell me because I cannot hear my own thing. It's... Hang on. Hold on. Audio input capture. How's that? Does that sound better? Any I'll wait on you guys to tell me because I have no way to check it because I don't have headphones. But you have to tell me. Because I had to, it's fixed now. Okay, yeah. Because I had it where it was putting out the audio from the camera and the mic. Because the mic's hooked up to the computer, but this gnat, I swear. All right, so we're gonna get some more wood here. I feel like I just need to, hang on. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, crafting table. These controls are so weird to me because I am not used to it. All right. Oops. All right. But I thought while we were doing this, since this is not really that it's entertaining, as in like we can talk about what we're doing, but it's not that entertaining on like story wise. So I thought it would be fun to talk some anime or whatever we have thoughts on. Also, let me know if this webcam, because I've thought about moving it, and I feel like I should, because it feels like I am really far into the screen here. Hang on. Yeah. Let's scoot you over. We don't need Nezuko in the frame. There we go. I'm going to do that. Yeah, okay, that's what I was going to talk about. I tried so hard to figure out how to do that, and I could not get it to do it. So next time, I made the thumbnail before I tried to do the skin, and then I was like, oh, I can't get the skin. I was like, well, dang. We do have a chest now. I don't think any of this is valuable to us right now. There's a bee. Like, I have not seen half of this stuff. Anime collabs, opinion on. Oh, like Fortnite and like you said COD and stuff. Yeah. I don't really. I kind of. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. Whenever it's kind of like a, one that's. I mean, they're all cash grabs, but one that is very much like this doesn't feel like there was any thought put into this. Then I'm like, eh. But whenever there's like. Unironically, I think Fortnite does a really good job with collabs. I think there's a lot of, they do put a lot of effort into them and everything. And I think they do a good job on them, to be honest. So I kind of like the Fortnite ones. Are you watching the Brilliant Healer anime from this season? I am not. But I will say, I mention it every week, but Ninkoro is amazing. And this week's episode was really, really good. I just watched that before I started streaming. And it was very, very good. That, like, legit, that may be one of my favorite anime from this year. It may be my favorite anime. Still waiting for Kaiju number 8, season 2. I haven't watched season 1. I'm gonna be honest. It's not that I don't think it's good. It's just that it hasn't really. There's nothing about it that has hooked my interest. But I mean, not saying that it couldn't be. It might be something I'm really into, but I just haven't checked it out. Did anyone go watch the Don Da Don Season 2 thing in theaters. I did not, because I thought it was, to be honest, I thought it was next weekend. I didn't think it was this week. Or I thought it was later in the month. Yeah, I'll watch it at some point. I just haven't got around to it yet. There's a lot of anime that I'm like, I will definitely watch that at some point. But, oops, there went my axe. What is this? Firefly bush. We'll keep them. Have you seen the Blu-ray Season 1 of Don Da Don? I have. That looks pretty nice, to be honest. I need to make another Blu-ray. I need to order some more Blu-ray. But that's one of the things that I've been kind of slacking on, is not ordering American Blu-ray. Not because I don't want to, just because I've been trying to... What is that? Oh, my cat knocked over a water bowl. She can hear me talk and she's upset. But I just haven't gotten a lot of American Blu-ray lately, and I feel like I am really missing out on that. I mostly just watching fantasy and romance anime lately. I gotta branch out a little bit so I don't lose my mind. Yeah. Oh, Mario Kart World. So I have a hot take on that. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it. And I feel like, here's what I'll say. I like the Switch 2. I like the Switch 2. I think the controls feel a lot better. I think the quality of the screen looks a lot better. I think the, like just the overall feel of the thing, I can tell that it is going to be a good console. However, we're going to be sitting in the dark here for a minute. I am not a big fan of Mario Kart World, though. And my reasoning is, and I think I'm not the only one that thinks this way, is that the drive between tracks kind of ruins it for me. Because, like, in like Mario Kart 8, for example, you would play the track once, and then you would be like, okay, well, I kind of get the whole feel of it now. Like, I understand how this track works. Well, now, because, like, you're driving to every track, you never are, like, getting used to how each track goes. Like, it's just, you just basically are like, it's like a brand new experience every time, which in, you may say, well, that sounds really cool, but it's just annoying. I just got, like, I'm just like, I don't know these tracks. I can't, like, optimize my routes, everything like that. And then some maps, like, I think it's like Cheap Cheap Beach. It's a circle, which is cool. I like that track. I think it's really cool. I think the design of it's really cool. But the build up to that track is so long. And then when you get to Cheap Cheap Beach, you do one lap around it and it's done. So it's like you're doing a whole race building up. We're going to hang out in this cave for a minute. I'm going to mine some though. But you're doing this whole like build up that is called Cheap Cheap Beach track. And then Cheap Cheap Beach is like 5% of the actual race. So you prefer the more compact experience of being limited to a single track? Yeah, pretty much. Here's the thing though, I don't even mind if that was a mode. Like if it was a like explore mode, or like a I feel like if you was to call it like the Grand Tour mode, and you had you went from track to track, I'd be really cool with that, because I'd be like, well, that's a different mode. But to me, Grand Prix is you're doing tracks. Like when you play like a, I know it's a bad example, but when like you play a Formula One game, you don't play the, you know, the journey between tracks. Like you just play the tracks, because that's what I'm there for. I don't care about the road to it, because I think the roads to it are kind of boring, to be honest. But that's just me. And also, I think the UI is really bad. And this is coming from like a die-hard Nintendo defender. I will defend Nintendo on a lot of bad things. I own a Wii U, and I liked the Wii U. The Wii U was a lot of fun to me. I was like, anytime I'd have friends over, I'd pull out the Wii U, and I'd be like, you gotta try out the Wii U. Anytime someone's like, I'm getting the PS4, I'd be like, you gotta buy a Wii U. And guess what? I knew deep down the Wii U sucked. But I was like, you know, it's really good. It's really good. And I tried to defend it. But I'm not having fun. And I know people are like, well, you know, Mario Kart 8 on launch, it wasn't that good either. Yeah, but I was like having fun with that. Like I played that for weeks. I went to the midnight launch of that at my local Walmart, and we found a cave. Oops. Well, we're down here now. But I went to midnight launch for that, and like I had a lot of fun playing that game, and you know, I had fun playing it for 10 years, and I just don't have the same you know, faith that Mario Kart World will do the same thing. Now, could it? Yeah, absolutely. Do I think it will? No. But that's just my opinion. I still had a lot of fun with it. I think I do want to say that there was a lot of people that were like, best. It's still nighttime. Best Rainbow Road in the series. I disagree. I still think Wii is better. I think the Wii is the best Rainbow Road. And I think, but I do think it's good. I think it's a cool concept. I just think like there's better ones. Ooh, another cave. Maybe we can find some coal, because we need some torches. See if we can find any. Nope, none in here. That's for sure. But I'm sure we'll play Mario Kart. Hold on one second. I'm sure we will play that on stream at some point. I feel like that'd be fun. But does anyone else have it? A subject change, yeah, but the Runner Girlfriend, I'm fine with it. I think it is. I just don't have a problem with it. I think it's doing fine. Here's the thing with Rent a Girlfriend. Rent a Girlfriend, they people will get upset at it, every, few months, whenever a big chapter that's really interesting comes out, and they will, they'll be like, oh, it's ruined now. Like, you haven't been reading it. Like, you're telling me that it's ruined, but yet you, like, they're not reading it. Here's what, and there's only a few of you in here. I think, this is my theory on what I think is going to happen. I think there's two possibilities. I think option number one is that something happens and then she changes her mind. Option two is that she thinks it's her. Like, it's not that he's not good enough. She thinks that he's falling in love with her for different reasons. I think that's a possibility. Also, I think there's a possibility that they go down the mini route and they have Yaemori and him. Yaemori, now that Chizuru, rejected him, that she will be like, well, I'm going to, shoot my shot now, because, all's fair whenever you, if you reject him, then it's on, he can do whatever, or she can do whatever now. And I think it'd be interesting if Yaemori was like, I'm going to try to, get with him. And then we saw some character development from him now that he is, with another girl. And I know people will be like, well, why don't you just have Ruka do that? Here's the thing. He's not been into Ruka at all. Like, he thought Ruka was hot because, she had, big breasts and he saw her panties. But that's it. Like, he's never really shown any, like, major interest in Ruka, and I just don't see it happening. Yeah, there's some coal. How about that? That was good. That was good luck. How many anime seasons are we going to get? Oh gosh, it depends. I mean, it's still like very popular. That's the thing. I don't know if people are hate watching it or if like it's actually like that popular. Like, I'm watching it because I enjoy it, but I feel like a lot of people are just hate watching it. Oh, we don't need that. We can get a stone one. There we go. Let's go ahead and take this and this. He needs to learn from Orimo and give every year. Here's the thing, though. I don't see how any of the... I think the only one that has a chance right now is Yaemori. And Chizuru, obviously. But I think Yaemori... There is a pathway for Yaemori. There is a long, drawn-out pathway for Mami. I don't see any pathway for Ruka or Sumi. I just don't. I don't think people are going to watch the anime, but hey, I could be wrong. Here's the thing, though. It's got 4 seasons. Like, it's got 3 seasons already, a 4th one coming next month. And the season 4 is 2 cores. So it's not like that people aren't... Like, somebody's watching it, and I mean, I'm watching it, but, I mean, I can't be the only one watching this show. There's no way. I thought that'd be a hole. But, somebody's watching it, and they're making it very popular. And so, we'll see. We'll see. Personally, like, if it gets fully adapted, then we're talking This season should go all the way through the Paradise arc. Yeah, we're on season 4 now, and it'll be 24 episodes. This season should get us all the way through the Paradise arc. Then you've got like the post-Paradise arc, which, like, post-Paradise arc is interesting because not a lot happens, but it doesn't really fit with its, like, as its own season. So you could do like another 24 episode season, and you could get all the way to where it's at now. So I think at minimum, you're talking about 48 episodes to get back to where to like get caught up with the manga. No way a manga adaptation that got this many seasons already won't get fully... Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. However, the only thing that concerns me is I don't think Love is War is going to be fully adapted. I have kind of come to that conclusion. I don't think it's going to be fully adapted. Not saying that it shouldn't, but I just don't see it happening because I feel like Oshinoko has taken that spot. Like, Oshinoko is now what that creator wants to be fully adapted, not Love is War. I don't know if he's burnt out on Love is War, if he didn't like the stuff that he made. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but I don't know if it's they don't like what they made past that point or what, but it feels like Love is War is on the back burner, and Oshinoko kind of took that spot. So I don't think Love is War is going to... Yeah, the newest Rent-A-Girlfriend chapter I have no problem with. I think it's fine. I think that's on par for what we've got, and I think there's actually some good storytelling that could happen from it. Now, I know it's very funny to say, haha, he got cucked again. And that's funny. I mean, that's, if you want to go down that pathway, then yeah, it's entertaining. But I just think there is more... I think there's more story there than what people give it credit for. But we'll see. We will see. I actually prefer the Rent-A-Girlfriend anime over the manga because of how slow the burn the manga is. Yeah, but here's the thing, though. The manga really isn't that slow of a burn until after the movie arc. So, like... Oh, gosh. That scared me to death. All right, we're getting out of here. We need to find food. Anyway, the manga only starts to really kind of be like a slow burn after the movie arc. So there is definitely like a case that the anime will become a slow burn after this season. I don't know how to make a shield. I haven't played this game in years. I gotta get out of this thing. Man, Love is War lost me with the helicopter shenanigans and all that. Here's the thing, I haven't read it past the... I haven't read the manga at all. I read what I've got, which is like... How many did I got? I think I've got like 9 of them, and that's what's already been covered, so it's basically like skimming, to be honest. And it's fine, like it does the job, but it's... I love the anime. I love the anime. I don't really care for the manga, to be honest. And I feel like that shows with the creator not really, like, let's be honest, they've put a lot more focus into Oshinoko. Even though Oshinoko, I think, is a far worse series. But that's just me. Like, in my opinion, Oshinoko is like a B tier series. Love is War is an A or S tier. Ruiner Girlfriend being a double S tier. Let's get our furnace. Coal, iron. We can make another one of these. I still knew how to do that. Nope, 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 nope. How do you take half? Nope. Well, we don't need it anyway. That. All right. Cook us some food, cook us some iron, and then I really want, and I put it in the thing, I want to make our house in a cherry blossom thing. I have never played a world and did any of the stuff in a cherry blossom area. So I really want to build my home in a cherry blossom area. And we're going to do that. They're making a light novel of Oshinoko focusing on Kana, and Akane low-key wishing they made Yuri fan service. It'd be more interesting than what we got. It'd be far more interesting. That's my stomach. I ate rice. Here's some pumpkins. We will take you. Yo, what is up, Austin? How are you tonight? Or today, depending on when you're watching this. I know I shouldn't waste a pork chop on that, but I need some... I want to make sure I've got full health. And it's raining. Ooh, I can shear sheep. There, that's plenty. That's plenty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Die. I am not watching Ahiron-san. I need to. I've heard it's pretty good, to be honest. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to checking it out, but I just haven't got around to doing it yet. This coming up week, I'm going to try to... Uh-oh. Hold on. I know, I should have a shield right now. Die, 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 die before I get the guild. There we go. Eat the pork chop. Go sleep. All right. Next week, I'm going to try to make a like a catch-up week, to where I catch up with all of the anime that I have been behind on for this week, or for this season and everything, because there's quite a few of them. We need to find us a place to stay very quickly, because we're running out of stuff. Here, we'll make these into sticks, and we'll just drop that. By the way, you're supposed to wait for the little sword bar in the middle of the screen to fill up between each attack. Really? I never knew that. Huh. Learn something new every day. I never knew what that thing was. Huh. How about that? I told you guys that I'm a noob at this. So if I go like that, and then... Oh. How about that? When Record of Ragnarok ends, it's going to be the sad day because it's the first manga I've ever caught up on been reading it monthly since 2021. Is it like, you mean like when the manga ends, or does it have an anime? I've been keeping up with Runner Girlfriend since about 2021 as well, so that'll be the sad one for me. One that was really sad for me whenever it ended was Girlfriend, and I really enjoyed that one. That was a fun series for me. And then it was just over. I get it. You want to die too? Alright. Which that series ended really way too quickly. Like, Girlfriend ended very abruptly. I feel like there was another 5, 6, at least, chapters that we could have had. But instead it was just like, bam, here's the ending. I'll hang out here for a minute. But yeah, I mean, it was it was a fun manga. Alright, so we came from that way. I'm feeling this way. Here's how we're going to play it. We're going to play until I either 1, die, or 2, get to 2 hours. So we got an hour and 15 minutes to go. Which I think that's fair. I think that is a fair amount of time. I have so much cobble, I'm just going to abandon those. They can just hang out here. Oh boy. Oh boy. When did we start getting mountains like this? Good gosh. There's more. I can probably turn up my render distance a little bit. I will be honest, and I do appreciate you guys for being here. From the feedback that I got from people, and maybe it's just because I'm not that interesting of a streamer doing games. Maybe I'm better doing like commentary stuff and everything. And you know, maybe if that's fair, that's fair. But this will be by far my worst performing stream. Which, I mean, that's fine. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well, at least they're getting a new people for season 3. But I'm really shocked. Like, people were saying like, yeah, you should do You should do gaming and everything. And everybody was like, really like, yeah, let's do that. And it has not gone well. Uh, not. I mean, I've had fun, mostly because I'm just playing Minecraft for the first time, and maybe, like I said, maybe it's because I'm not that interesting to watch play Minecraft. But oh well, it was fun. We it will probably be a. I'll probably end up changing the thumbnail to get rid of the. Oh gosh, the part 1 because I don't think we'll end up playing any more Minecraft. Unfortunately. But it just, I mean, some things do well, some things don't, and that's fine. That's fine. I didn't even, yeah. I stream on Thursdays normally. I streamed on Tuesday last week because I was out of town, but normally I stream on Thursday nights, so if you want, but like the last few times I've been having, pretty good crowds and everything, and maybe something, maybe, stuff's busy and everything tonight, I don't know, but it, like I said, I'm not really bothered by it. This was a new type of thing, and it it is what it is. What the heck is this thing? Okay, we're gonna move on. But yeah, I mean that's why I wanted to try different things to see what works, see what does not. And I will be 100% honest. I am having a lot more fun than I did last week. Last week was a good stream, and we had the most viewers that we ever had. But I was burnt out after the end of that because it was the painting stream. And for some reason, you guys loved that stream. But I was burnt out. And the waifu video was really fun. What I want to do soon is I want to do a tier list video. Don't know what I'll tier list. Maybe I'll find a cool tier list or something we can do. But I'd like to do a tier list of some sort because I feel like that's the streamer thing to do. So if you have any interesting tier lists that I should do or something, then let me know. I've also got a few things like I have chatted with a couple people about maybe doing like a collab stream, which I think could be fun. Grab a few more of them. Your favorite anime creators, like CDawg VA, is going to team up with Slice of Anime. Probably not. But, hey, one can dream. One can dream. That's another thing, which people, I know, and I didn't really, I made the video on it last week about, like, the 3 types of anime fans that I hate. And I got both a lot of positive and negative feedback off that. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, there are people that like hate on certain anime fans. And one that I thought of was like, the trash taste people. And if you don't like them, you don't like them. That's fair. But here's the thing. I feel like the hate for them is a bit overdone. Like, really? Like, that's who you're gonna hate on? Like, there are far worse people that have done, far worse in just being a person and everything. But yet you're gonna hate on them, and they really haven't done anything. Like, they don't even have their trash taste is like average takes, to be honest. So like, I don't know. I've never really understood the hate on them. And then like, obviously like the racist people, they were upset about my video and everything, but I don't really care. Because I feel like if you're still doing Reddit humor in 2024, yeah, their takes are not that hot. Like, they are very just like a, you know, broad takes on things. And, like, you know, like, what are you upset about? That they aren't coming out and, you know, saying, like, you know, lollies are the greatest thing ever? Because they weren't ever going to say that. If you thought they were going to say that, you were setting yourself up for failure. And I mean, I've watched more so Sea-Dog than I do the other two. But, you know, I've had enjoyable times watching all of them. I think Connor makes good stuff, to be honest. Joey is very into lollies, but he's definitely not gonna open. Yeah. There's nothing to gain off of it, so he's just not gonna bother with it. And that's fair. I mean, I don't blame him for that. The music finally is back. We are still looking for our cherry blossom thing, and then we will start building. Because I do have some cool ideas. Building is actually like the one thing that I am good at in this game. So we will keep looking. Dang. Is that a snow golem? Nope. What the heck is this thing? Is this a cow? I won't kill you in front of you, kid. We don't need flint. Uh-oh. Alright. This is like new music. It's kind of groovy, not gonna lie. I'm feeling it. It's nice. I don't like Jujutsu Kaisen, never got the hype. I'd much rather watch Bleach, which done the whole Dark Shonen way better. I will be honest. I have seen some clips of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I don't really get it. Like, I don't get the hype either. Which I didn't watch like any like spoiler clips that would like spoil the story for me. I just watched a few that were like very basic things that popped up, and you know, like I'm not even old. You know. Yeah, so I feel like I don't know. I'm not far off of like your opinion either, because I haven't watched Bleach, but Jujutsu Kaisen just does not seem as interesting as some other anime that I've seen. It just, I don't know. What is this thing? Coal. What is this? Luck of the Sea. I don't feel like we need leaf litter anymore. Leave our dandelions. And we'll take the wheat. Alright, the hunt for cherry blossom continues. I just want to get out of this stinking swamp. Well, there's another mountain. Oops. I do need to get a way of streaming. No, not streaming. A way of like a Steam Deck thing, to where it's like a hot bar and I can just like change like songs and stuff easier. Because that's why I didn't do songs tonight, because I'm like, it's too hard to change that and everything. Last week was kind of a pain doing that, so I didn't set it up this week. Maybe next time, but not tonight. Next week, what I'll probably do is, because I had debated streaming Saturday, but not gonna lie, at 4 viewers, I'm not gonna double stream this week. Sorry, but I appreciate all you guys though. But I will probably stream next Thursday, but I will. I'm thinking we go over every acrylic stand that I have, because there's some cool ones, like Sasha here. Hang on, like Sasha. Like, I like that, and this is kind of a rare one because it's from a manga. There's no anime of that, and I think that'd be pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. That'll be next week. I wanted to throw a gaming one in there, see if it did anything. See if you guys were really big into watching me kind of struggle to find cherry blossoms. And if not, that's fine. Oh gosh. Let's eat some more steak. We'll have to find more steak here in a minute. I dare you to play Spider-Man 2 on stream. Like the new one? Have you read or watched Maid-sama? It's one of the... I have not. I have considered it, but I have not done it yet. Meaning Maid-sama, not Spider-Man 2. I did play Spider-Man 1, the new one, but I did not play Spider-Man 2. It, not because I had a problem with Spider-Man 1, just never decided to check out Spider-Man 2. What if we build a boat? It's Sasha's. Yeah, I've got 2 of them. Hang on. We're going to throw the sticks away. All right, we'll leave the crafting table. All right, I've got 2 of them. I've got this one as well. I like this one, but this one's probably my favorite. Cause I just like the pose and everything. I think it looks nice. I think that looks really good. But like, there's a lot of cool ones. Like, I mean, I don't really have any on reach here, but there's a lot of cool ones. And like the Sasha one is probably not even in the top 10 like etchiest ones I have. I don't have any like not safe for work ones, so I'm not really worried about not showing any of them, but definitely a few that are more etchy than most. There's the Rent-A-Girlfriend ones to where they are not wearing clothes, and then the Cafe Goddess, or the Cafe of the Cafe Terrace. I don't know. Got the Cafe Terrace Goddesses things. You know what I'm talking about. But it's all swamp. I just want to get out of the swamp. That is a blessing from God. Yeah, they're good little acrylic stands, not gonna lie. All right, come on. Sun go down so I can sleep. Then we can get back on our way. Come on. Come on. There we go. But yeah, they're pretty good. That's a series that I really wish would get an English release of the kind of like yeah, it's hang on. The Cafe Terrace and its Goddesses. That's the English name of it. So that's what I was going for there. Yeah, I watched season 1. I haven't finished season 2 yet, but I definitely plan to. I feel like I've gone in a circle. I really do. Because I feel like this is the same mountain that's like set up here that we had earlier. The Rent-A-Girlfriend stands are great, but Ruka is... They're really good stands. They're really good. I like them. We'll look at them next week. We'll promise. I still can't get over the fact they're creators of Beastars and Baki are daughter and father. Well, how about that? Hey, you know, good writing skills running the family apparently. Oh, robot. How do I get out of this thing? There we go. Oh. Whoop, 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 whoop. Poppy. There we go. All right. I feel like we have gone in a circle because I think I remember that. And I think we came from this way. We gotta find... Excuse me, we gotta find some cherry blossoms eventually. They've gotta be here somewhere. Oh yeah, we've been here. We've been here. This is exactly where I just came from here. How did I do that? I usually don't, I'm not bad about that. Like I was just here. Hang on. Like right over here somewhere. What sitcoms do you like? Mine is How I Met Your Mother and Two and a Half Men. How I Met Your Mother had a horrible ending though. That's the only problem with it. It's a good series otherwise. I like The Office. The Office is fun. It's got a mediocre ending. I like Friends, but I don't really want to ever rewatch Friends. Friends was something that I really enjoyed growing up. Like I saved the entire series on our DVR, and I filled the entire thing up to where it was unusable. And then I watched all of it, and I had a good time with it. But I really have no desire to ever go back and watch it again. Malcolm in the Middle was good. I never watched like the whole thing. I just watched like episode here, episode there. Yeah, when Michael left, The Office was done. Which the problem with that is that they had separate contracts. So they had a contract with him to go to the end of that season that he was in. And then they had a contract with everyone else to do one more season. And so what they did is they signed on for that, and they did the one more season, and that was started to be where the cracks formed. Two and a Half Men is fun until Charlie Sheen leaves. And then it's okay. Another one that I never watched the full thing of. But, like, I mean, I had fun with it. What's another one? Superstore. I watched a little bit of that. It was fun. I don't really consider The Good Place a sitcom because it was like an actual, like, just drama. And it was really good. I enjoyed that. There's a lot of sitcoms I never did watch. I watched Reba growing up. That was pretty bad, but it was there. I watched a reality TV show called Redneck Island. That was very entertaining. Can we count anime as sitcoms? If so, I love King of the Hill. I have been getting into King of the Hill. I've been watching a bunch of clips of that. That's kind of fun, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I was big into Family Guy for a long time. I think The Simpsons is pretty good, especially the first like half of them. And I think some newer ones are okay, but it's Man vs. Food. That was fun. I'd never watched a ton of it, but it was, it was all right. Not gonna complain about it. I was never a big food fan. I like Chopped, but I never watched anything besides like Chopped and 30 Rock from the Sun, Seinfeld, Married with Children. I watched some Seinfeld because my parents were big into Seinfeld, so I watched some Seinfeld growing up, but that was about all from that era that I watched. I used to watch Frasier a little bit at night, but it was just like, it's Frasier. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. See, I couldn't get into South Park. South Park was never my thing. Like, it just was not my thing. I thought the type of humor was just not for me. Now, that's not to say that there wasn't funny parts. There are definitely funny parts in it. But It was just never the show for me. Here, seen. I have not. I have never even heard of that. Huh. What did that come on? Because, like, I watched, like, What is Up? It's Nicole's? Hope I'm pronouncing that right. What is up? We are attempting to find a cherry blossom place to build our home. Attempting. We don't need seeds. But we've been looking for a little bit. And we're also talking about, it was on Adult Swim. We're also talking about random TV shows that we watched growing up and stuff. Hot take, I did not like Rick and Morty. Wasn't a fan of it. Was not a fan of it. Which I feel like that's not a hot take now, but like I never really liked it to begin with. And like a bunch of kid shows, I was not into I was not into Adventure Time. I did not like Adventure Time. I did not like Steven Universe. I was okay with regular show. I was a big Gumball fan. I liked that. Shippuden was the best Naruto. Here's the thing. That was probably, to be honest, if I ignore Pokemon, that was probably the first anime I ever heard about. It's about this guy named Gary who works a corpo job in hell. Huh. I have never heard of that. The type of humor in Rick and Morty is just not for me. Yeah, same thing. I'll watch you play Minecraft, but I will not talk anime. That's fair. That's fair. Right now we're talking about random TV shows, so what is your favorite TV show? Mine personally growing up, that's a tough one. There's a lot of cool ones growing up. Because I didn't get into anime. Excuse me. I did not get into anime until I was like 21. So I did not grow up watching anime. I got into anime late. Anime slander and slice of anime, I won't take it. Blasphemy. But so like I grew up watching different things. I mean, I did watch the Golden Girls. Golden Girls was one of them that I really liked growing up. It was fun. This is just a huge ocean. Phineas and Ferb was great. Clarence, never really watched that. Regular Show was okay. Gumball was great. I am right now 25. So I am old. I feel like we're going to be on this water for a little bit. But yeah, I like Phineas and Ferb. I really liked iCarly growing up, even though now I'm like, eh. Victorious, I liked that. Drake and Josh was a little bit before my time. Like, I did watch it. I watched it quite a bit, but it just, you know, I really only got into it whenever I was around 20, to be honest. So, yeah. Yeah, I watched. I have not watched all of it, but I did have to watch Meet Me in St. Louis. I had to watch that. You're gonna get back pain soon, my guy. Yeah. Yep. I can already feel it. It's it is. I'm gonna hit 30 soon, and then I'm just gonna be all downhill from there. Yeah, I feel like if you got into it before like 15, then you can kind of say you grew up with it. Like anything before 15, that's a part of your childhood, in my opinion. This water is insane. There's nothing. But we shall continue on. Uh, do you like Grown Ups and The Hangover? So The Hangover 1 is okay. I did not really like Grown Ups that much. I thought it was funny, but I didn't really like it. Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon was good. Actually spent more. I never watched the second or third movie, but I did watch the first one, and I read all the books. That was one of like the first book series that I really was enjoying. We have finally ran into land again, but no cherry blossoms yet. Dolphin. I love Grown Ups and the Kevin James and Adam Sandler movies. I enjoy Adam Sandler more than most people, but I don't like Grown Ups. I don't like Pixels. I really like Click. Click's a good movie. Click is an underrated movie. Yeah, those How to Train Your Dragon books were really good. I enjoyed them a lot. What's your favorite R-rated comedy movie? I I enjoy the interview, the one that where Seth Rogen and James Franco go to North Korea. I find that very funny in a weird type of way. Like it's not a good movie, but it is. Uh, it's enjoyable. Oops. Um. Yeah, Superbad's pretty good. I forgot about Superbad. It's very funny. Like 21 Jump Street is pretty good. Is that R rated? I don't remember if that's R rated. WKU or ASU? College? Mystery? I would assume. I did not go to college. What movie or show that made you fall asleep? Like, meaning it was boring and I fell asleep, or like what show or movie do I watch to fall asleep? Because those are two different questions. Like, I will watch, uh, well, I haven't in a while, but like the show Top Gear, I would turn that on and fall asleep to it just because I enjoyed it and I liked having it as background noise. Um, but then, like, what show made me fall asleep? Uh, you know, there's a lot of them. Going to be a film student. Well, good luck. Good luck. I wish you the best. I hope it goes well. Um, WKU and ASU are very far away. What is that? Arizona State and Western Kentucky? Or is that Western Kansas? Is there a Western Kansas? Yeah, high school is better than middle school, but it ain't great. Is that Western Kentucky or Western Kansas? I do not know. But like stuff I fell asleep to because it was boring. Couple Marvel movies. Hot take. The Justice League. Not the bad one. That one just made me laugh because of how bad it was. But the Zack Snyder one, I didn't think it was that good. Yeah. Okay, so Western Kentucky. Yeah. Why Kentucky or Arizona? I'm just curious. Do they have like really good film things there? Have you ever seen Friday with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker? I have not. I've seen the Rush Hour movies. Doesn't that have Chris Tucker in them? Um, or I've seen one of the Rush Hour movies. The first one, I believe. Oops. Let me move here for a second. I've been going forward for 10 minutes. Have you seen the new Xbox handheld? It's called the Xbox ROG Ally. And it has Steam on it, Discord, and Battle.net, so you can play PC games on it. I am going to give a hot take. I don't think it'll do that well. I don't think it will sell well at all, and I think it will be the death in the coffin for Xbox, unfortunately. I did see it, and I think it's interesting. It is a interesting console. However, I just don't think it's going to do that well. Because, see, what makes Switch so popular is not because it's a good system. It's not really that good of a system whenever it comes down to like specs and stuff. What makes it good is people want to play Mario Kart on it. And you don't really have that on Xbox. Like, I feel like the people that want to play PC games just have a PC. Meanwhile, like, you know, the it'll be interesting. I just watched that Wataten movie. It's pretty good. Not much of a plot, and it was slow, but of course that was to be expected. Yeah, I mean I have a soft spot for it because it's the sequel to my first anime, but I thought it was alright. I liked the ending a lot to like infer that they ended up becoming really good friends together. Well, I live in Kentucky and ASU because it's really easy to get into. They have a 90% acceptance rate. Yeah. Um, Arizona's expensive to live in, though, so be aware of that. WKU's a good place, though, to go to, too. I've heard good things from there. Uh, yeah, I'm more of a PlayStation or. Here's the thing, though. I mean, I played a lot of Xbox whenever I was younger, but, like, you know, and, like, I can see the appeal of it, but it's kind of like the Series S, not the Series X, the Series S. Whenever they put that out, I knew it was not going to do well because it was digital only and it was less powerful than we found a stinking mushroom biome before we found a cherry blossom biome. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Ryan. I'm not gonna lie, I only bought Switch for the anime games. That's fair. I bought it mostly because I want to play Pokemon. Mushroom biome. Goodbye. Yeah, Ryan, it's fine. EKU's, they're all the Kentucky's got some good schools in it. Are you playing TCG physical or like the mobile one? Because I've got the mobile one. I've a few days behind on it, but yeah. Yeah, that's fair, mister. Good luck. Hopefully you get into some schools that you enjoy. Uh, Daily Life of an Immortal King. I have heard of it. I have not watched it. I'll have to check it out. Why does this thing keep stopping? Oh, here we go. There's trees. And they're normal trees. They're birch trees. How is it this hard to find a cherry blossom biome? Are you still going to see the cooking you soon? To see you cooking you soon. What are you saying? I'm confused. Mobile, I mean, I've heard the market is insane right now. I have played a little bit of it. I almost finished one set, and I had a good time doing that, and then I kind of got bored of it after I finished that set. What the heck kind of islands is this? This looks insane. I mean, that's really cool. I don't really know if I want to build there, but that's really cool. I have a 3.0 GPA, so I can get into state school easy. But I'm also applying to one film school. They have film majors, but I mean a film-only school, so I can get into that one. Well, good luck. Good luck. It's pretty good. Almost reminds me of Ashel, and he is so much stronger than everyone else. Yeah, there's a lot of anime like that. So when you find one that like has really good characters, then that's really like, you found a good one. I mean, are you going to do something for the channel? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put out a update video on kind of like the state of the channel and a 10,000 subscriber thing next week. So stay tuned for that. It'll be out either Monday or Wednesday, depending on if there's any news. If there's no news between now and then the 10,000 subscriber thing will go up on Monday, and then there'll be a Rent-A-Girlfriend video on Wednesday. If there's any news, everything will get shifted back. So news will be on Monday, then 10,000 subscriber will be on Wednesday, and then the Rent-A-Girlfriend video will be on Saturday. But there's a reviewing every anime I've ever watched video coming out Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Come here, piggies. We got to kill you. Guys, I'm beginning to think this cherry blossom biome does not exist. Berserk, I've heard a lot of good things about. They've got a really cool manga box set thing that I really want to buy. The hardcover ones, they're really cool. Some chickens. Ooh, village. We have found a village. Still no cherry blossoms, though. Have you ever tried Dakimakura collecting? Just bought my first one. I've got a few Runner Girlfriend ones, and that's about it. I thought about buying the other Reiji series, the Blu-ray of that in Japanese, and it came with some of each girl, but I ended up deciding not to. I tried to hold back on some spending. Hello. Oh yeah, they don't trade anymore. Alright, well, we'll move on. Well. But do you or will you collect waifu cards? Do you mean like, I've got some like of these Schwartz cards. I've got some of them, like those. But I mean, they make those like the JAV cards, and I mean those are interesting if you are into that. Uh-oh. As for a Renge Dakimakura, now that's an interesting one. I mean, I've seen a few of them, but I've never like thought to get one. That's one you don't bring out in front of the visitors. But I mean, I'm not going to say that it wouldn't. If they made a Taki one, I'd probably get it. They make some unofficial ones, but never seen an official one. If you had to pick the 3 best games you've ever played, ones you could play for the rest of your life and nothing else, what would they be? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. So probably one of them would be Minecraft. Game I could play for the rest of my life. I'm backwards. The bed messed me up. I think I came from this way. I think I need to go this way. Nanabari is peak. Top 3 games. Okay, I'm just gonna do top 3 games ever, and then we'll include the, if you want to say that there are the 3 games I could only play moving forward, we could do that. But those games would be Minecraft, Fire Emblem, 3 Houses, I kind of want to say Mario Kart 8. Fortnite's up there. I've definitely got a bigger love for Fortnite than I did. Who's your favorite Batman actor? In the opinion of the new Batman actor in the Batman 22, I think he did fine. I watched it in a bathroom in New York. They had a TV in the bathroom, and I took a shower and it was coming on. And instead of trying to go find the channel in another room, I just sat in the bathroom and watched it. I did not sit on the toilet. I ended up sitting on the sink. But yeah, it was good. But otherwise, my favorite one, Christian Bale. I don't think he's the greatest like overall in terms of like who could be the best, but I do think he did a good job, and I like his Bruce Wayne quite a bit. Let's make some food. And put that in there. Put them in there. Yeah, the new update brought it back. Yeah, I almost won a game the other day in Fortnite, but or not the other day, today. But I ended up messing it up. But it's very enjoyable. I've had a fun time with this season. Here's the thing about Fortnite. A lot of people like to hate on Fortnite, but at the end of the day, I can't hate on Fortnite too much because it's everything that it sets out to do, it does a good job at it. Like it's a well-made game. Yeah, I've had a fun time playing Fortnite recently. So admit the chaos of it. Be starting in Renewal Orphan soon. Oh, yeah. I highly recommend checking out Renewal Orphan. It's a very fun read. Chaos and all. It's still fun. Yeah, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. And with this new development, I don't think we're going to be near the end of the manga for a while. I would say we're going to be looking at 500 chapters. Right now we're at 380, so I would say 500 is a good guess. But I don't think he's going to end it before he ends the family manga. And the family manga is still, a couple volumes away from being done. And I don't think he'll end it before then. He just started this new thing with Ruka, so I don't see him ending it right now. Which kind of gets me back to the whole thing. People were like, well, it's ending soon because she rejected him. Like, that makes no sense. Like, imagine if Friends ended whenever Ross and Rachel broke up. How does that make sense? What the heck is this? Flowering azalea leaves. Huh, how about that? I don't want azaleas, I want cherry blossoms. We are looking for cherry blossoms. We need a cherry blossom so that we can we can put a hill and make the road, line it with cherry blossoms, and then we stand at the bottom of the hill, and then our waifu appears at the top of the hill. That's how it happens, and that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I haven't even seen that. I haven't seen the colored clay biome. I did see a mushroom biome. I have not seen, I haven't seen a jungle biome. Yeah, new Minecraft is nuts. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go this way. Well, that didn't work. Get some clay. We can make brick. All right, let's do some more boating action. Because I've been looking for a cherry blossom biome for a good hour now. And we've had no luck. This be nuts. This be nuts. I thought we would have had better luck. Yeah, I am not going to know how to do anything with redstone. Redstone is like above my head. I know how to do like a repeater and stuff like that, but I don't know anything beyond that. Let's see if I can fit through here. No. There we go. I am about to give up hope. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I thought about doing a server thing, just finding a server and then like trying to survive on it, but I thought, well, I don't even know how to play the game, to be honest. I mean, I know how to play the game, but I just don't know. I'm not used. Huh. I'm not used to all the controls and everything, so. Onward ahead. See if we can find our cherry blossoms. Yeah. A lot of people do like a. I'm thinking about doing a Patreon at some point, which I haven't decided if I want to do that or not. And if I ever did, then I would want to do something unique, kind of, and maybe do a Minecraft thing for that. We're gonna go this way. What's that? It's a cool biome. Well, oh, what the heck was that? Stop! Somebody, no! No! Where's it gonna respawn me? Right there! Right there! So you're telling me this whole time, if I would have died, it's right there? Just die. I just need your wool. Alright, now we need a tree. Hang on. There's a tree right there. There's a creeper right there. Just blow up. Hurry. Just die. What the heck's hitting me? Gain hearts. Oh, I need 2 of them. Got it. All right, come on. We got this. We got this. There's iron right there. No. 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 Oh. No. I didn't even get that piece of dirt. No, go away. Go away. Let me be. It's like, oh gosh. We did it. We found the cherry blossoms. It only took us to just die. Like, they were there. I have a Patreon. Until Patreon sees my art, then I probably won't have one. Ryan, do you have a Twitter? I feel like you do, because I feel like you've probably stumbled upon my stuff by my Twitter. All right, let's get some wood here. I'll finish cutting it down here in a second. And then We have a pickaxe. Yeah, we've talked briefly. Oh, okay. I may just not. Here's the thing. I recognize a lot of people based on their profile picture. So, DM me and I'll probably know who you are, to be honest. So, actually do that so I can put a name to the username on here and just be like, hey, I am Ryan from YouTube. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, now I'll know who you are for future reference. Because I am just very bad with memory of names. All right, furnace. All right, cobble. Well, I put it all in there, but I did not actually craft it. Yeah, anyone who's on here which I know a few of you, and the ones that you know, I know who Zulu is. I know who um, PHLE. I know who PHLE anime. I know who you are. Alejandro. I know who you are. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I know who you are. So yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, just be like, hey, I checked you out on YouTube. This is who I am. And I'll be like, oh, thank you so much for... Yeah. Yeah, I was able to connect the two dots. Yeah. I think I know who you are, but DM me just for reference. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. I kind of like this view. Who else agrees with me? This view's kind of nice. We get the cherry blossoms falling. We'll plant some more through here. I kind of like this view. Kind of like it. So I kind of want to build my little area here. Now, I am probably going to use build artist Misty Stuffer. I think, I don't know. Like I said, I'm going off of profile pictures. I'm really bad at names and stuff like that. And by the way, I am probably going to go to bed quickly after I get done here. So if I don't respond to many of you, then don't be like, well, he's not going to respond to me. It might just be tomorrow or the next day. I have Anya in my profile picture. Yeah, I think I know who you are. Yeah. DM me. Oh, achievements. We can try to get some of them done at some point. All right. So there's that. Now, I am thinking we come out like this. Yeah. Okay, I know you are. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking we make kind of like a triangle house. So we come out here to about there. Actually, no, we'll make a square house. But we're going to come out a little bit further to about there. And then we start going this way. There's a lot of wood in these trees. All right, now we should get some cherry blossom drops. Yeah, we got one. Yeah. All right, let's go here. All right, so there's our shape. Now what I'm thinking is we come off about there, and that's 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go there. Now we come out here. And then we go here. that there. Actually, we're going to do that. Now we're going to come here. Now we're out of wood. Let's go gather our saplings. And we'll plant some of these. Plant one like there, 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 there. There, and there. All right, so what I'm thinking is we have our main, I can't point at it. All right, so we have our main square thing here, and then this is our like main house. And then over here we have like a little rounded patio area off to the side there. And then once we get our main frame done here, we'll make some little like, he's a rabbit. We'll make some like little things holding up the base of it. And I'm thinking like some stone brick or something. But yeah. I think we lost a lot of stuff, unfortunately. We'll never get that stuff back, but we did find a cherry blossom biome. We did get a start on our house. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess. But I think I am going to call it there for tonight. I do appreciate everyone that stopped by. I know that, you know, obviously, like I had mentioned, it was not the biggest turnout for views, but hey, I do appreciate all of you stopping by because, you know, hey, every little bit helps and you gotta take what you can get, so I will take what I can get. That being the first, you know, different type of stream, I'm fine with that. But GTA 6 is featuring Pride Parades. Oh no. But the stream next week will not be Minecraft. We may do a Minecraft stream next week. I kind of want to the next gaming stream will probably be Minecraft, so that I can kind of test and see what the feel is. You know, is it going to be you know, are we going to have similar, you know, reaction to it or whatnot? We'll see. We'll see. But until then, we will have the acrylic stand video next week. We'll go over all the acrylic stands. Here, hang on. Save and quit. So next week we'll be going over all the acrylic stands here, like Sasha here. We'll be going over that, and we'll go over every single one of them in my collection. There is quite a few, so that'll probably take... I'm here despite the fact World War III is actually beginning as we speak. Oh, did we bomb somebody? Did the Iran thing happen? Dang. Well, World War III started while I died trying to find cherry blossoms. But hey, you know, it could start in worse ways. Or I could be doing worse things while it starts. But anyway. But next week we'll do the acrylic stands thing if we're still here. And yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you did enjoy. And I hope you will tune in. We have a reviewing every anime I've ever watched will come out on Saturday. And then depending on news, if there's any news things that breaks, that'll either come out on Monday or there will be a 10,000 subscriber thing come out on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Sorry, not trying to make this political, but it does seem to be going down. Yeah, well, I'll check on that here in a second. Interesting. Always fun. Always fun. Never a dull moment in this country. But anyway. Well, we'll go check that out. We'll see what's happening. Thank you all for tuning in. This was stream number 7. So 7 weeks of this. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. That was a news thing. Said, yeah. I'm going to go check that out because there's no telling what's going on. Anyway. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys very